On this year, gone this year. Man, I eat rice and stew and I'm strong this year. Big like John this year, cool like LeBron this year. Storm's got a platinum plat, but you man are getting bronze this year. Straight front of other. Nah, there'll never be another. Think they got me covered. I hit the 3 at the buzzer. I hit the 3 at the buzzer. Hey, I hit the 3 at the buzzer. I hit the 3 at the buzzer. Think twice before you run up. Ready, get you done up. Working hard till the sun go down. Still working when it come up. Young wave on the come up. Gotta check, let it run up. Gotta check, let it wait. New trying to criticize, trying to tell you that it's ill-advised. That's how you end up getting. I'm in a section where you gotta pay a lot of money if you're trying to get it.
A lot to work with this year.
What is Mike Wang?
Johnson. Then there's Murray. Then it's Junior. And it's Michelle in at the 3. And for Dallas, Doncic out there with Evan Fournier. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Bay in at the 4 spot. And at this point of the season, we see which teams have gotten better. What's the toughest threshold you think, Doris, to cross?
I think, Kevin, 2 things come to mind. Obviously, championship is the aspiration of every team. Not everyone gets there. And then maybe the real pot of gold is sustained excellence. A run like you might have seen the San Antonio Spurs go through when the great Tim Duncan was on that roster. So championship and sustained success are the 2 things everybody's striving for.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Young, right side. Spurs passing it around. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Cooper. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up to the Mavericks. He dishes it to Fournier. Outside, Porzingis. Good on the triple.
Impressive range from KP. Kristaps doing work on the perimeter.
The pass to Young. Now, here's Junior. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Houston. Inside, Johnson. And Johnson with the stop.
And you can see the floor awareness there. Junior more than capable of spotting the open teammate.
Doncic against Murray. And he gets it to go.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And something for all the NBA 2K fans out there. Craig, it was announced Junior would be gracing the cover of 2K22.
That's nice, and all for Junior. But what I want to know is the edition. I'm still hoping that they consider me for that cover.
And here's Junior. Following Porzingis' 3, and that one's good, Junior.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Murray against Doncic. Yep, that one goes.
There's a savviness innate to Luka Doncic. He has played this game for such a long time. Pick and roll, yeah, that's in my bag.
Now, here's Junior. He's got 6. Now the dish to Young. Passes it to Cooper. It's tipped. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Porzingis can't hit.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
To the inside. It's rebounded by Dallas.
这样都可以进。
They found a way to stop him. That's never an easy task.
And there it is for him.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
干，好像穿黑色就
1:46 left to play in the first quarter.
When you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
And here's Anderson following the three-pointer by Junior over Atkins. And the shot falls short this time. In transition, here comes San Antonio. White, good.
What a pass from Junior, proving how dangerous he can be distributing the basketball.
Porzingis high post. To Lamb. Good defensive work there by Young.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
And it's Samonic's missing.
干，怎么可以这么烂呢？
Anderson passes to Porzingis. The shot is good. And so is his shooting
这
time.
么高又会投三分。
San Antonio's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Jones checked in for White. And it's tied up with that one.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent. Boy, Dwight Powell is such a hard-playing, athletic big man. He could fit himself into any scheme right now.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And Anderson has it in the corner. And a wide open look for Lamb. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so, guys, it's Junior making things happen for San Antonio. Team's making some changes here. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. You've got Evan Fournier. He's out there with Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Bay in at the power forward. It's the one for Dallas.
Boy, how cool is that at 7'3"? Kristaps Porzingis knows he can get his shot anytime he wants.
Junior dishes to Johnson. Cooper the pass to Vassell. Junior with it. Looking for Young. He gets it there. Trying to get open is Johnson. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Junior. Junior's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alden.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Rockets, was terrific. He scored 12 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. It was just the game he needed to snap out of that cold spell. Try to keep the momentum going tonight, Kevin.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew They were willing to ride it all night long.
Here's Cooper following the basket by Evan Fournier. Here's Johnson.
Even from over here, you could see that one pretty clear.
San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That's good from Johnson. Dallas making a switch here. Terry's checked in, so Johnson hits 2 of them.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Doncic feeling it out, and Doncic throws it down.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Cooper, the pass to Bissell. Over to the left wing. And he nails the 3. Nice shot from beyond the arc there from Junior. Cooper's got the lead up to 3 now for San Antonio. And here is Doncic. Terry outside with 2 seconds left. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly... And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute it. This guy has done just that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs. Junior's out there with Murray. Then it's Johnson, then it's Young, and it's Vassell in at the 3. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone. Things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
Yeah, the offense scuffled a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Listen to the pass to Cooper. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s.
Pass to Bay. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Cooper kicks to Murray. To the paint. And Junior with the basket on the assist by Murray. And it's a 9-point Spurs lead.
And this has been Junior's game so far. It's obvious he's not afraid to step up and carry the offense.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. They got fined, but is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest, but by the same token, you know, if I got $200 million invested in the guy, I'm going to protect my investment. And so if I can rest him here or there and prolong his career, I think my organization
Okay, time now for an injury report. Let's find out what the news is on Derek White. David, what's the update?
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Spurs head athletic trainer. The word is that it is a bruised heel, and he'll have to be careful being on his feet in the near future. This is not how they wanted to begin the season, and it'll be interesting to see how much this hurts them. Kevin?
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for 2 weeks.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
To the middle, here's Young, and he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 6 points.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets. Outside
layup. Doncic outside. inside. Porzingis inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Dallas making his... There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Vassell. Spurs passing it around. Here's Junior. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Mavericks trailed by 9. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Jackson kicks to Junior. From outside the arc. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Here's Junior. Counted good. Cooper's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs.
Well, Junior's this close to the bucket. You know he's not going to pass up an opportunity.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Spurs out in front. They're up by 10. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. They got Porzingis. Hardaway is out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Bay in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Down low, Young. A putback. No good on that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in. This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Murray kicks to Junior. Fires for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Junior's got the lead back up to 10 now for the Spurs.
Junior just issues a response to their last 3, always ready to rise to the occasion.
Here's Fournier. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
It's good. And the Spurs lead by 10.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Fournier against Cooper. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Fournier has now turned himself to an effective scorer from any area. He's starting to catch fire.
Here's Young. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. A 3-pointer, no good.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Terry against Murray. Outside Hardaway. Fires the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target.
你帮我看一下，跑
为什么
掉。
每次都会跑掉嘞？
爸爸有时候按就不知道怎么按就跑掉了。他有时候闹钟响了，他不知道怎么按就跑掉了。
干嘛？
没有，我在看那个有亮吗？你有洗过吗？
有。在这边。没有啊。
都有啊。
还在啊？怎样？
哦，都在哈。好。
在啊。
哎呀，啊，你再往前是不是？
不用啊，就一样有闹钟，这个符号还在就有啊。
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Thaddeus Young being aggressive. You want him to put it on the defense and force the issue. Nice.
I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. CJ McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Just 5 to shoot. Fournier gets a wide open look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And that's 17 points for Evan Fournier.
When you make a three on him, Fournier wants a little payback, and he gets it.
Junior from deep three-point territory. And again, it's the Spurs from deep. 1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. Doncic against Murray. And that one is hammered home.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
And it's Junior missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hardaway for three. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. From deep. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Spurs.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Junior.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Junior the pass to Randall. Stein grabs the ball. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Right side Crowder. Here's Hervey, defended by Young. 6 on the shot clock. Rubio misses. And San Antonio has possession. 11-point game. And it's Young at the elbow. Against Cooper. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
Can you tell us a little bit?
The fog pouring across the Golden Gate Bridge, and let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Knight and Levine team up in the backcourt. Vucevic is out there with Young, and it's Brown in at the 3 spot. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Higgins is out there with Junior, and it's Wiseman in at the 5, roaming the paint. Back in 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, and especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. Now here's Curry.
Just feels like there's not a spot on the floor where Steph Curry does not have great touch.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
And it's Cooper missing. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Thunder. The wide open look here for Vucevic. And it's off from three-point range.
And I hope kids out there are watching the textbook form on Thompson's jumper.
So many things that you could check the boxes on in terms of the fundamentals of a great shooter. It starts at the base. It's great footwork, square up. You got a quick release, and you got to follow through. It really is something to watch.
And you know, Tissot has a multitude of sports stars and other celebrities as their spokespeople. They added another recently. Junior has come in to represent the brand.
Greg, you have to appreciate Junior's team for seeking out deals like this one with Tissot. He continues to look for opportunities to grow his name.
Great awareness on the defensive end. Junior relishes any chance he gets to rise up and block it. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Young, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Here's Thompson. That one, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Levine dishes to Young. A shot, no good. Wiggins with some nice D. Wiseman the pass to Junior to the inside. And Wiggins throws it down.
And you can see the floor awareness there. Junior more than capable of spotting the open teammate.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And that was a tough one. They expected
their fourth attempt at the free throw line right here.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
Warriors leading by 13, so the Bulls 5 right now. Vucevic is out there with Daniel Tice. Then it's Zach Levine, and it's Green, and it's Brown in at the 3.
And I just love the vision from Junior. That's the kind of teamwork his whole man would be proud of.
Outside, Levine. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Levine's got his first basket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you.
Clay is a very good positional and on-ball defender, but him getting to a block shot like that, that's impressive. He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Brown. Tice against Cooper. Second chance effort, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Curry kicks to Wiseman. At the elbow, it's Junior. 1:41 left now here in the second. Shot clock at 6 and taken away by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. On the wing, LaVine. Brown feeling it out a bit. Vucevic, the shot's good. Brown making the play. Vucevic has got 6 points.
That first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Tice against Wiggins. On deep. Chicago grabs the miss. On the wing, LaVine. Here's Vucevic, and with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Vucevic has got 8 points in the quarter. Warriors leading by 8. To the paint. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play check. Shooting one. We've reached the end of the first half of play. If you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Golden State's gone 5 of 9 when they put up a 3-point shot tonight. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. It seems all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Golden State looking who they Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Junior's out there with Wiggins, and it's Wiseman in at the 5 down low. Brown finds Vucevic, and he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Wiggins passes to Cooper.
干你他妈！你这傻小传球啦！妈的！操你！
Wiggins against Brown. Pass to White. Dishes it to LaVine. Brown outside. They get the rebound. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Vucevic.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
Curry dishes to Wiseman. Some nice passing by Golden State. Cooper against Young. Cooper kicks to Wiseman. Shoots over Vucevic. Wiseman no good. Bulls trail by 9. 3-on-3. Pass to LaVine. Young looking around. Clock at 6. for Junior. Here's Vucevic, backed in off the glass. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Cooper.
Well, not only can Junior step up and knock down free throws, he's also going to rack up a lot of team fouls. He's getting to the line here.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
The Warriors making a switch here. Toscano's checked in. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Bulls. Green comes in for Brown. White, wide open. He fires. No good from outside.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one open.
And Curry the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. And that's 13 points for Steph Curry.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Bean passes to Vucevic. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And Vucevic throws it down.
And the key for Vucevic is remaining aggressive. And when he does that, this guy can dominate.
To the left side wing. Toscano passes to Curry. To the middle. Here's Cooper. And the pass to Wiseman. Here's Toscano. Softly drops in the floor. Toscano's got 5.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets brain trust with new team president, given Denver success identifying and developing young talent, with the win percentage that's climbed year after year.
What's up?
That one misses for Aminu.
Becoming more of a factor these days on the offensive end. Aminu, once the 8th overall player taken in the draft, getting to the line a little more often.
So for Chicago right now, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Young out there with Vucevic, and it's Aminu in at the 3 slot.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Cooper with the
And if you know Junior's story, you know he's unafraid of playing tough, physical basketball.
Outside, Levine. Over Thompson. Levine can't hit.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Thompson in the post. Guarded by Levine. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Bulls. They trail by 6. Out to White. Corner, it's Levine. Over Thompson. Again, Levine misses it. Warriors leading by 6. On its way from Curry for 2. Yet right through the net. Curry's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, not only is he not missing, I think he's really enjoying himself out there. When he goes on a tear like this, he gets that big smile on his face, the mouthpiece at the side of his mouth, and his teammates feeding off the energy.
Vucevic, the feed now to Young. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Curry with the steal. Thompson passes to Junior. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Now, Junior. Thompson in the corner. Over Levine. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And now it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
That's a shot that plays Klay Thompson has perfected a consistent catch-and-shoot guy.
Inside, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them, thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're up by 8. 1:36 left to play here in the fourth. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars.
And for a big man, Vucevic is pretty efficient at the line. Really has a complete game.
He's perfect from the line this time. 1:25 left in the game. Now here's Curry. And Brown over to help. Thompson in the corner. Stolen by Levine. And here comes one. Needing the fast break. Hooks one up. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
Wiggins passes to Curry.
哎，不是你在干嘛？
Stolen by White.
干Wiggins，你是他妈内鬼是不是啦？干，妈白痴吗？妈的，一直他妈的在那乱投哎，然后一直犯
And
干
that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, and a 7-footer that can play the entire court is a tough cover because of that versatility and good aggressive basketball. That you're drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Here's Curry. Rejected by Young. On the wing, Levine. Money!
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. We're going to make a move. It's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? All nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
Floats it up for Young, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had
不要
that
逮
steal.
拖捧啊！就
Pestering
输
right
了，
now,
在
and
那边
that's
一
going
直
to
他
pay
妈的
some
就想
dividends.
怎
At some
样？
point, there's going to be a turnover.
15 seconds left in the fourth. Here's White.
So great to see Steph taking on the challenge defensively, getting up into his man that time.
And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Valentine from deep 3-point range. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you.
Charge, then I bounce back. Drop 125 and brought a back. Got the cognac color on the inside, and the 4G autos covered with the big ties. When your friend come, make sure she keep quiet, or the next time I see her, I'll be senile. Look around like this must be a mix-up. I can't with you if you gonna switch up. I can't go for that. No can do. No can do. I can't go for that. I can't go for that. I want all the bags, I want all the bags. Any disrespect and I'm on that. Never fall off, I just fall back. Never fall off, I just fall back. I want all the bags, I want all the bags. Any disrespect and I'm on that. I ain't got no credit, but I got the cash. Skipping through the town, you gon' need a pass. Back out on the scene, my whole team elite. Poppy turn a squib. Woke up and they still tryna be me. I sold them the drip with the slip, I got the receipt. Whoa, pretty in Givenchy. On her baby car seat. She don't need makeup on the wake up, she a Barbie. Now run, tell you this what Poppy Rojo taught me. Bow. I want all the bags, I want all the bags. Any disrespect and I'm on that. Never fall off, I just fall back. Never fall off, I just hey, I want all the bags, I want all the bags. Any disrespect and I'm on that. Never fall off, I just fall back. Never fall off, I just fall back. Got 100 missed calls, never call back. Still get paper through the phone, that's facts, all facts. I get many for less than a penny. My ladies wanna when they be off the. You a square, you a savage. I don't do out in Paris. Either getting or something getting tatted. I got bad and I got bad habits. Who want an ecstatic? My too official for the action and the B-50.
Mike, I know that a lot of players love making the dominant archetypes of NBA 2K and NBA 2K21.
We're the land of the free and the.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. You'll watch the mind. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, we all are well.
Everyone talks about the Heat culture. It is special. David, thank you. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Higgins is out there with Cooper. And it's Wiseman in at the 5. And for the Heat, Jimmy Butler is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then there's Achua. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Hero in at the 2 guard. Fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right,
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, every team is a national team because every game's televised. It's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just the harsh reality of pro sport.
The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
This is light work for Oladipo. If the D doesn't force him out of that area, they're done.
Curry passes to Junior. A jump hook. It's hauled in by the Heat. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
In-game adjustments are critical. They did an awesome job taking what the defense gave.
Here's the pass to Wiseman. Here's Hero. He had 13 points in the win against Houston.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Cooper, the pass to Thompson. And yes, it's good.
Well, I love this dish from Junior. Anytime you see a teammate with an easy bucket, you always give him the rock.
The Heat have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Hero. Back to Oladipo. Passes to Achua. Butler on the wing. 6 to shoot. Fouled on the shot. Picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Butler is so strong. I mean, when he completes plays like this, I mean, it earns himself that extra chance from the line.
Miami shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Free throw, good Butler.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to a franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
Pass to Hero. Now here's Butler. And the 3 off target. And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota, maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him, and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
And it's out of bounds, the Heat. For 3, Oubre hits it from 3-point range. Oubre's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You see this all too often. You have to be willing to put it in.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Eric Caston. Oubre out there with Steph Curry. Then it's Junior. And it's Toscano in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Curry, an easy 2 points on the layup. Curry's got his first points in this one.
3-point shooting, mid-range, driving it, taking you off the dribble. I mean, all the elements of Curry's game is coming out over the course of a night.
No good from Dragic.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Dragic with some nice D. The Heat trail by 11. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Ariza, right side. Over to the wing. Shot by Bielitsa. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bielitsa's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Curry with the bounce pass. And Junior throws it down.
Such a smart read by Curry. He has an uncanny ability to know whenever one of these guys.
Dragic with it. 9-point game his last outing. Nunn finds Butler. 16 feet away. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Oubre passes to Curry. Cooper against Bielitsa. A fadeaway. And it's Junior missing. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are 2 teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Toscano passes to Junior. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That is his first foul of the game. And the Heat with some changes. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Kendrick Nunn. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Goran Dragic.
兄弟，好好传球哦。
Here's Butler. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Butler's got it back down to single digits for Miami.
Extremely active on both ends of the floor. Butler shrugs off contact.
The pass to Junior. Here's a minute 45 left in the second quarter. Clock at 6. To the paint. It's stolen by Ariza. Butler with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. Here's Oladipo. Hero passes to Bialit. And James Wiseman picks up the foul. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 5. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been quite a game for Kelly Oubre.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points and close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets.
They've got Jimmy Butler. Victor Oladipo is out there with Hero. Then there's Achua. And it's Ariza in at the 4-man position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the night.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Here's Oladipo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still the little guy getting ready to head off to college.
You're a dad and a proud one at that. Here's Achua. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Junior.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Buries the long-range jumper. Thompson's got 6 here in this quarter.
They're always going to find Thompson among the league leaders in 3-point percentage. That's the shot they want him to take.
Pass to Achua. Back to Oladipo. Here's Hero. He's covered by Thompson. The kick out to Oladipo. Offensive rebound Heat. Warriors leading by 7. And a deep 3 from Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And Miami shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Oladipo dishes to Butler. And that's going to be a travel. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Miami. Dragic comes in for Oladipo. Then for the Warriors, Eric Pascal comes in for Wiseman. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
The Heat trail by 12. Outside Dragic. He kicks to Butler. Looking to end the run. Oh, he jams it right over Kelly Oubre. Wow.
Wow, Butler letting it all hang out. This is why he's an all-star caliber player.
And as impressive as the numbers were for Jimmy Butler in the bubble, they don't begin to tell the whole story. He was hitting clutch shots for the Heat during that run in the postseason.
And the Heat making a change here. Robinson's checked in.
He's used to creating for himself, but this time Curry is a great decoy. I mean, he's the recipient of a good pass. I mean, that's great teamwork.
Nunn kicks to Dragic. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Passes it to Pascal. Thompson surveying the floor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Great goal. Pass to Nunn. Curry against Oladipo. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Butler. In the corner, it's Robinson. 5 on the clock. The shot's good.
They've
been terrific from beyond here in the second.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Wiseman's out there with Junior. Then there's Oubre. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Curry in at the point. To the middle. It's deflected. Wiggins passes to Curry. And that one, good. And the Warriors lead by 20.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Robinson kicks to Nunn. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. That 3 off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Oladipo against Cooper. Right side Robinson, down low. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Curry's shot is good.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And here's Oladipo to the paint. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, I love to see that. Butler is never scared to take it amongst the trees.
Achua, he's checked in for Miami. Risa comes in for Duncan Robinson. Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pass to Wiseman. Here's Cooper. And the layup's good off the glass. 6 points for Junior.
Some players don't like to attack the interior. Not the case with Junior. He'll attack anywhere he sees an opening.
Back to Nunn. Ariza has the open look. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Ariza's got his first basket. Warriors leading by 21. Passes it to Wiseman. Wiggins with it. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good points.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Warriors.
The key here, guys, the second chance points.
And they pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Steph Curry.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Pass to Cooper. The shot comes out, and Miami the other way now. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hero. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber.
My day one, not the same. Told black and white here, panda. Got me fit. Like I'm saying, boy, the designer got me in Atlanta. Honestly, I ain't playing games no more. And they. I ain't worried about you, ain't worried about me. I'ma still pop out with a fresh white tee with some retro J's and some fresh Nikes. 2, 3 bands, you think sweet lip. I ain't never gonna stand my hand. If we too deep, it's a whole block deep with it. I ain't never gonna feel my man. Money gon' come, let the money gon' go. All these fake so they getting too close. So I stay on my guys, they been by my side. Cause I know they gon' ride till the car get dropped. New drip, had to pick up some shoes. New kicks, I don't care what it goes. Ruthless, I don't care who lose. Stupid, I'm in charge of a bullshit. I know they don't wanna see the young boy win. 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 Shake up, they don't wanna see me win. Flex up, I'ma jump out the gym. New water, watch that young boy swim. I got it the harder way like I'm Tim. In that Maybach, you can't see through the tint. I ride foreign, but bro, in a plays on my dolly. Think I made it, these don't know me. No, this is not a chain, it's a trophy. Boss up, be a baby like Jody. Used to I used to be OD. I'm talking money, put the cash. Doing that dash on the freeway. I knew I would get it, they didn't believe me. Baby, I make it look easy. Calling and saying she need me. I know she see me with TJ. Put my whip through the speed race. She wanna link up, that's a no-go. I've been stacking my cheesecake. Yeah, I get to the racks and I'm up at the rim. Collecting a bag and I do it again. 2, 3 bands, you think sweet little. I ain't never gonna stand my hand. If we too deep, it's a whole block deep with it. I ain't never gonna feel my man. Money gon' come, let the money gon' go. All these fake so they getting too close. So I stay on my guys, they been by my side. Cause I know they gon' ride till the car getting dropped. New drip, had to pick up some shoes. New kicks, I don't care what it goes. Ruthless, I don't care who lose. Stupid, I'm in charge of a bullshit. I know they don't wanna see the young boy win. They don't wanna see the young boy win. They don't wanna see the young boy win. They don't wanna see the young boy win.
He thought the money make you happy, it don't make you different. I start to see that myself when I got a couple million. Roll through the mud, I can't lie, seen too much real outside there. I told my brother had some patience and your day'll come. Now he's sitting in the but he ain't got no. You can't walk inside my shoes like a sneaker come. Overcome obstacles and they still come. I was trying to make a way out like it was my first day out. Remember my first day out, now I got M's in the account. I got some in the south. These streets by my side, you don't want with up. I felt so stuck in my life, I had to. If I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry, I don't apologize. My penthouse got a bird's view through eyes. I got Porsche with the frog guy. Got a handcrafted DJ with a palm pilot. All this money on my mind, I taught it about it, yeah, yeah. I got a grab dope, brand new white Rolls Royce and that at your toes. I was out fucking, I ain't have a choice, I ain't even had no clothes. I put my wrist inside the freezer, watch the paddock froze. Think about the time when we was 10, we was hopping fences. I was staying inside the trench. I keep it for you and you, I know the ops intentions. Back in Genesis, I was so cheap. She got up. Streets by my side, you don't want with her. I felt so stuck in my life, I had to. If I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry, I don't apologize. My penthouse got a bird's view through eyes. I got Porsche with the frog guy. Got a handcrafted JJ with a palm pilot. All this money on my mind, I taught it about it, yeah, yeah.
干，那勇士球服可怎么都那么丑啊？后面的都好臭。勒布朗 ，LeBron，
Every home game's an occasion here in Orlando. And as they came in earlier, the Magic were dressed for what they hope is a special night for them and their fans. A spectacular side of now Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Junior's out there with Weissman. And it's Oubre in at the three. And for the Magic, Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. Wendell Carter is out there with Isaac, and it's Porter at the three spot. Clark, what do you think is the most important thing a player has to focus on when it's this early in the season?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. One is just doing your job, understanding how you best do your job for your team, and then getting comfortable with your teammates and being able to handle the nuances of game plan as you approach different opponents. The mental aspect of getting ready to perform at a high level.
And it's Cooper missing. Here's Orlando now. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. No good from the wing. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Count the basket.
A team-first player. When Thompson notices one of his guys is uncovered, he is willing to get it to him.
Now, here's Fultz. 17 points for him last game against Toronto.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
And now, here's Oubre. Fast break chance. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Ross leading the charge. Once again off the mark, Orlando. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player.
Now, here's Fultz. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Here's Carter off the inbound pass.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Here's Thompson. Takes it off the glass. Thompson's got 5.
And just tough trying to knock Thompson off balance. Outstanding at fighting through any challenge presented.
And Greg, with Ross, he's finally found his role. He's also a great finisher at the rim.
You know, he seemed lost early in his career with Toronto, but he has found playing his best basketball, knows what's expected of him, and how he can help contribute to wins.
Here's Oubre after Jonathan Isaac's bucket. Here's Junior. Rebounded by Isaac. And now Orlando on the break. Over Junior, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Junior.
This guy packs a nice skill set, Jonathan Isaac. Slender big man who has nice range and is a superb defender already.
Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Orlando. Anthony comes in for Terrence Ross. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Oubre. Golden State moving it around. And it's Junior missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Thompson against Anthony. Another miss by Orlando. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Pass to Bamba. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Fultz. Second chance shot. Nice shot there by Bamba.
Boy, Bamba but really a dogged rebounder despite his slight frame. He's got great length and timing, and his intensity is really impressive.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And Clark, last season for Mo Bamba, another step in his progression. Still.
Terrence Ross is out there with Anthony. Then it's Porter. Then there's Carter. And it's Isaac in at the power forwards position. This is out there for Orlando. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Junior. Curry's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Isaac offline with his 3. Warriors leading by 6. Outside Curry takes a 3 and another 3 for Golden State.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Outside Anthony. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Anthony's got 8.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Curry passes to Junior. To the middle, here's Thompson. And he makes good on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 9.
And Coach can thank Junior's vision for this one. Watches how the floor is moving and spots the open man.
Outside Porter. Over Oubre. Porter, no luck.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Anthony taking his time here. Back to Ross. 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Carter. Up again. Back to Ross. Anthony against Curry. Anthony can't hit.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Here's Thompson, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Orlando calls for the foul.
And Thompson is phenomenal as a two-way player. A knockdown shooter from everywhere, challenged or unchallenged, and he defends at an elite level, too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green is checked in for Wiseman. And Wiggins is subbed in for Kelly Oubre. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Bamba. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Yeah, you can see Bamba's composure down there. I mean, even when he's under pressure.
And so we conclude the first half. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets up. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Junior. And it's Wiseman in at the center, filling out the middle. Fultz with the ball. Wiseman picks him up. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call, you know.
Kawhi's
got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree with you.
And Junior, a player who's expected to be a bit of a project, they'll give him spots here and there early in the year, but he's shown well in the time he's had thus far.
And Greg Jr., a player they have high hopes for, just not early on. Talent is there, certainly, but the opportunities to develop might not be readily available. Pass to Porter. Goes back up, and Carter lays it up and in. Carter's got his second basket of the night.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's Curry, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Curry against Fultz. Outside, Porter. Fires from the line. Warriors with the rebound. Junior's got his 5th rebound in this one.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot. And the team is struggling because of it.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Warriors leading by 16. Here's Curry, and that one drops. Curry's got 13.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
Well, it's been an express.
All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Orlando, Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Porter. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Porter. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Junior with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Oubre can't get it to go.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Rejected by Cooper.
Junior doing a nice job there, making sure that shot didn't get up.
They cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Carter hits them both. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Curry dishes to Wiseman inside. And Junior with the basket on the assist by Wiseman. Wiseman's got 3 assists in the game. The Magic trail by 18. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Carter down low. Here's Isaac. Kept alive. A nice shot by Carter. Carter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Oubre outside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr. Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot.
And it's good for 2. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They led by as many as 18 points. Wiseman the pass to Thompson. Golden State moving it around. Knocked away. Isaac with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Porter, no luck. Warriors leading by 14. Pass to Junior. Outside Curry. Floats it up for Junior.
Well, Junior executes to perfection here. Rolls off, ready to attack the basket.
So it's Orlando now. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
There's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy with great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Fultz, the pass to Porter. Kicks to Ross. Shot clock at 6. Fires it up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
You've got to make Ross a passer in that pick and roll. I mean, he's a better scorer than he is a playmaker.
Oubre outside. The pass to Junior. There's the dish to Wiseman. Oubre outside. Gets an open look and hits.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Fultz against Thompson. Here's Ross. The rebound by Cooper. Junior's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
Long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences. And you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
Hey, guys, what a nice performance it was for Junior.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
Smooth sailing for Golden State. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Cooper and Junior throws it down.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is
Handle Life Story. Welcome, everybody. Yeah. Detention at the school cause I never followed rules. Was a good kid at home so my mama was confused. I just wanted shoes, trying to keep up with the crew. How'd y'all get everything new? I'm from the same place as you. Decisions I would choose that could put me in the news. Ever since a Juve I've been trying to I had to handle life before I learned how to. If my daddy ever knew the trouble I get into, I was just a youth. I gotta thank you. Instead of going to they threw up. And I love the hoop, but didn't have the coach to play for. Everybody knew I kept a handle on the string, though. Waking up my neighbors, pretending I'm in the Staples. AI was my favorite, but Kobe showed me what great is. I could really make it if I turned some better grades in. Friends I love to hang with didn't help me bring no A's in. And I had to work way harder cause I'm Haitian. Couldn't stop my hesitation, dropping 30 on Coach Kevin from the Blazers helped me change my situation. I could have been one of them cases that ain't making the graduation. Mama told me I'm worth it. A little pain won't hurt you. I practice till it's perfect. And that's why I deserve it.
Kicked out of school in the 8th, said I was a waste of talent. Kid in suburban school was a major challenge. Gave him 30, but late for class, that's a burpee. I stopped at 7-Eleven to purchase myself a Slurpee. Then, 9th grade, I'm on the varsity team. In the starting lineup, that's the start of the dream. Parents didn't like me as the star of the scene. Seemed like they always did me down when I would partially beam. So 10th grade, I tried private school. Coach ain't really like me, and I ain't really rock with dude. I barely played a minute. No sweat in my follicles. Attitude was changing. Temper slightly volatile. I'm on the move again now. School with my friends now. Bustin' to the slums though. Boy, I'm with the get down. Back up in my habitat. This where all the action at. Scholarship to Weber State. Then David Stern passed the hat. No cap.
Mama told me I'm worth it. A little pain won't hurt you. I practice till it's perfect. And that's what I deserve. First semester as a freshman, I'm out with a blessing. You know I can't wait till that financial aid check hit. I'm going to the gym way before breakfast. No talking to my best friends, I'm working on excellence. Still ain't getting no playing time cause they was putting Seth in. But Liberty was still winning like Davidson and Stephen. My handles was the best then. Pull up and make the net big. Coach said you'll never check in if you don't know the O's and X's. I gotta perfect this. Flicking up the left wrist. Going to the league, the only goal that's on my checklist. Buy mama a Lexus. Matching pearl necklace. Either that or it's back to the block playing Tetris. When I hurt the knee, I was still chasing the dream. Crossover too mean to be a regular breed. Instead of making a squad, I end up coaching the team. Yeah, business started booming. I'm on the phone with Cuban. Training out in Dallas, handle life for the Mavericks. Coach still nasty, I was scrimmaging at practice. Anything can happen from the couch to the mattress. More to the story, I'm just finishing the chat. Mama told me I'm worth it. A little pain won't hurt you. I practice till it's perfect. And that's why I deserve it, yeah. Hey, come on. Hey, yeah. I can hear it now. Before I take the stage, they know every word. They be shout.
Up next, it's Friday night and live on 2K Sports. We're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. DH.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DH.
Dominic Wilkins.
And now the Golden State Warriors started. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Junior's out there with Weissman. And it's Wiggins in at the 3.
Here we go.
And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center position. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings?
You know, we were always aware of it. And a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that in come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set. But I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are. You can win no matter where the venue.
Young for 3. That shot, no good. And Golden State will come the other way. Now here's Wiggins. He's covered closely. Out to Thompson. Passes to Weissman. Golden State moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. On its way from Curry for 2. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, coming off the pick, tight, shoulder to shoulder, and then creating space with the dribble. Nice move from Stephen Curry.
To the left wing. Hunter, the pass to Bogdanovich. Oh, good on the triple. Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. On the wing, Thompson buries it from three-point range.
And of all the things Thompson provides, this is still his specialty. Over 42% for his career from 3.
Young looking it over. Pass to Capella. Bogdanovich against Thompson. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Curry gets the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now, you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with good stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
And finish off by Collins.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates. Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. He continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Atlanta making some changes. Molinari comes in for Leonard, and it's Williams in for Bogdanovich. Then for the Warriors, Green comes in for Wiseman, and Kelly Oubre subbed in for Klay Thompson. The feed to Young. Shoots over Curry, misses off the right iron.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, G.A.? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Shot by Collins, no good.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And it's Oubre off the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Williams with a clean look. Atlanta gets it back. Young outside. Off target with his three. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. And Junior throws it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen.
Collins 评分85，真的假？
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Here's Wiggins to the inside. Here's Cooper. No good that time. Good work defensively by Capella. Young outside. Wiseman with the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Outside for Curry. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 8 points.
Stephen Curry's catch-and-shoot jump shot is one of the quickest in the league.
The Hawks trail by 18. Young outside. Off to the new shot clock. Bogdanovich wide open. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Warriors have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. That shot wide open. And that's now 10 points for Steph Curry.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Collins against Cooper. Collins kicks to Young. 6 to shoot. Warriors with the rebound.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
59 seconds left in the first half of the game. Wiggins outside. Pass to Wiseman. Back to Wiggins. Launches it. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. It's an 18-point game. Bogdanovich passes to Young. Capella finds Young. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Collins. Molinari comes in for Hutter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Bogdanovich. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Oubre comes in for Thompson.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Curry against Young. Lets it go with the three. They get it back. Capella. And the layup is good.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And so it's the Colt. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Curry has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Cooper is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Wiseman in at center. Look, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Tremendous day at the office for the former NBA scoring champion, Steph on a mission.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, and his shot selection, iffy at best tonight. A lot of forced, contested shots this game. He'll be lucky if he just gets a talking to here instead of a ticket to the bench.
Kevin Herb. Here's Young. 7 points in the game. Hawks passing it around. Williams looking over the floor. On the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Thompson dishes to Junior. Williams with the block. He kicks to Gallinari. Good, and it's Williams who pushes the assist.
A consistent shooter, Gallinari can light the tree from deep.
On its way from Curry for 2, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
The Hawks have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team. Warriors
leading by 18. to the paint and stolen by Okongwu. And here's Young. Over Thompson. Can't get it to fall.
Textbook defense from Klay Thompson did a real nice job of contesting the shot and sliding his feet on the shooters.
And so it's the Golden State. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. On the court right now for the Hawks. Lou Williams out there with Trae Young. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Hunter. And it's Okongwu in at the 5 down low.
Somewhat late to the game of basketball, Junior's natural abilities were apparent from the first time he ever stepped on the floor, and he's been cultivating them ever since.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Williams passes to Okongwu. And Young kicks to Williams. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Okongwu slams it in.
Nice timing on the pick and roll. Williams a solid playmaker when asked to fill that role.
Outside, Green. Wiggins outside. Now the pass to Cooper. Back to Wiggins. Shot clock at 5. Over Bogdanovich. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
He has a very well-rounded offensive game. There's just no shortage of ways Wiggins has to punish an opponent inside, outside, or otherwise.
Okongwu with it. He's against Green. Wiggins with the block.
His length gives Wiggins an advantage on the D. He can get his hand to shots that a lot of other players would not be able to impact. Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Outside Williams. Shoots it up. That one off the back iron and out.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Thompson outside. Here's Junior. And Junior throws it down.
Well, Junior executes to perfection here. Rolls off, ready to attack the basket.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Williams from outside. Offensive rebound. Okongwu. Out left to the wing. Hunter. No one around him. Nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Passes it to Cooper. Thompson in the corner. Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
It will be a rare night that you're going to outdo Steph and Curry in a game of matching threes.
Young passes to Hunter. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Green finds Curry. 1:36 left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Thompson from 18 feet away. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Steph Curry.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And that one's good.
Oh,
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
In the corner, it's Hunter. A three-pointer off the mark. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later. It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast. And now the Golden State Warriors starting. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Junior's out there with Weissman. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And for Charlotte, we've got Bridges. Terry Rozier is out there with Ball. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Hayward in at the small forward. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, you know, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Here's Kerr after Gordon Hayward's bucket. Good on the bucket.
Steph's so good at finishing through contact. Just phenomenal perseverance to get it up and in.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. Pass to Zeller. Hayward outside. And now just over a minute played here in the first.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Rozier after James Weissman's bucket. Zeller passes to Bridges. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Curry kicks to Weissman. Junior with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Weissman the pass to Junior, and Junior throws it down.
And and that's an emphatic dunk coming from Junior.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach James Borrego. David, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, I asked him, what are some of your main concerns? And he said, we're dealing with a team that can really light it up from the outside. So it's essential that we don't give them open looks from deep, or we'll be in trouble. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense. Thompson, the bounce pass. Outside for Curry. Now here's Wiseman. Rozier defending. And Junior throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And here is Ball. Coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. Passes it to Rozier. For three, Hayward. That shot off. The Warriors go the other way with it. 1:57 left to play in the first. Junior kicks to Oubre. Drills it from outside.
Good touch there. Oubre outside the three-point arc and knocks one down.
Hornets trail by 9.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
Play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And Junior throws it down hard.
And how about that level of creativity Junior brings to his dunks? It's fun watching him sky up and throw it down.
Rozier and Monk, they're the backcourt. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Rozier the pass to Washington. And the Hornets miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And the self-described tsunami poppy. Kelly Oubre used to call himself the Wave, but as he grows, so too does the nickname.
Well, the wave for him is a metaphor for his life's approach. The energy that you put out coming back. And Kelly Oubre, the kind of guy who's looking to attack with force and fury. So that kind of ebb and flow is helping out his NBA career.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Washington. Hayward passes to Zeller. Over Wiseman. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Cody Zeller. Warriors have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Junior kicks to Thompson. It's Curry outside. Sinks the triple. Curry's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
Always got to keep your eyes up. Make sure you see open teammates, and Clay did it that time.
Pass to Rozier. Here is Hayward from downtown. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Hayward's got 5 now.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Ray.
It seems like you're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Curry's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Bridges passes to Hayward. Zeller with it. He's guarded by Cooper. And Zeller kicks to Hayward. Oubre against Bridges. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touch by Oubre.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Hayward plays it up.
7
points for Gordon Hayward.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
And stolen by Hayward. And then Monk with the dunk.
And it really exemplifies who Hayward is. A team player, someone who enjoys spotting his open teammate.
Junior kicks to Wiseman. And Curry has it in the corner. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
How about that finish by Steph there? He's just a master at altering his shot after he hears the whistle and gets the contact and finishes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Wiseman. And Andrew Wiggins is sent in for Kelly Oubre. And there's the pass to Martin. And it's the Hornets, another three.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Thompson outside. Green dishes to Junior. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up. Over in the corner, Rozier. Stolen by Thompson. Curry kicks to Thompson. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Cooper. Thompson passes to Green. And Wiggins throws it down.
That's a great pass from Draymond Green. Just understands where his guys are going to be.
Hornets trail by 4. Here's Martin. 5 points in the game. Up and in on the layup. Martin's got his third basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And how about the court awareness there? Peripheral vision of Curry, strong feel for when guys are uncovered, finds the open man.
And that's just shot right there. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a trip? Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
I think he's enjoying it too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Oubre out there with Cooper. And it's Wiseman in at the 5, roaming the paint. I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
The shot by Hayward, wide open. That's good.
干他妈黄蜂这么猛哦，他小。
Rozier's got 3 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 4. Inside, here's Cooper. Out to Thompson. The tray nailed from three-point land. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Klay Thompson takes a ton of pride in the catch-and-shoot game. His release is lightning quick.
Here's Rozier. Oubre against Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Releases from 15. The rebound by Cooper.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
He gets that one. Junior's got 13.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the Hornets call time here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Here's Rozier. He has 5. And foul on the shot. So
他妈不是犯规啊，真的。
That's on James Wiseman.
You know, and every year, it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Hornets lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, guys play collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup. On the court for the Hornets, they've got Monk. Zeller is out there with Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier. Golden State's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Thompson with the bucket.
It just feels like Klay Thompson. Every shot that he shoots, he's got great balance. That one looked good.
Rozier with the ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Well, take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Pass to Zeller. Here's Monk. Back to Zeller. A shot missing. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Hornets. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. From 6 feet. And Junior gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. And now a 5-point Warrior lead. The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now Monk. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
I tell you, Monk can fill it up in a hurry. Once he gets on fire, the D knows they're going to be in for a long night.
Outside Curry. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Hornets trail by 5. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Monk. Kicks it to Bridges. Clock at 6. It's up a 3. The rebound by Cooper.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Back to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. Cooper against Rozier. And another. Once again, shot good from Junior. Junior's got 6 in the quarter.
And Junior might feel like a senior right now. Confidence just growing.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring. And if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance.
Player
of the game, Junior.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives it. He is really fed off that. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear James Borrego coaching his team during the break. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
So the first one drops, and that turns the lead to 6.
And, guys like Hayward, they love the competition. When he's not on the court, he's playing games or watching esports. That fire just never goes away.
Heisman kicks to Oubre. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. That one doesn't go. Curry with the defensive effort. Warriors leading by 5. He dishes it to Junior. Back to Curry. Beyond the arc. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And really nice work from Junior there, showing off his ability to size up the defense and make the right decision.
1:15 left in the fourth. Here's Hayward. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Putting defenders in tough spots is a trait of Hayward's game. I mean, he gets his man on the back foot and forces him to either foul or give up the easy. The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Golden State's on 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Curry can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky.
Good. And now they trail by just 4.
And guys, with multiple game winners on his resume, Hayward is dependable in those late game situations.
Curry. Zeller grabs the board.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded.
That's the important thing is for players. Just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that and cost you another play.
Passes it to Wiseman. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on 37.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
And the Hornets call time here. They trail by 4. We got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. It drops, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
One thing that's quietly understated about Steph Curry is that competitive fire to keep pushing the envelope. Even though he's set these high marks and these high bars, he wants to see if he can eclipse some of the marks that he set in the early part of his career.
It counts!
It's such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble a game.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game. Here is Hayward. Ball from long range. Washington kicks the ball. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
40分。
Venus, I might tell a collar water on water, Katrina right there like it's tennis, no cap 20 down on the I just pulled up with a diva, she bougie as they be leeching, they say that it's cheaper to keep her, it's cheaper to leave her. Italian linen, I'm clean as a priest. I need no features, no cap when I'm preaching these facts and these beats. Don't chicken pun on the back of my sneakers. This on my own, just like Ace from the clean street. I still got Ace from the teacher. Stepped out on the floor, I hate from the bleach. Rain the alarm, it was 2 minutes. I ship it off like a message. Time to heat this up, what's the temperature? For some reason, they all on my cellular. Can't lose, so don't be a competitor. Your 392's not the Teslas. It's a habit hustling on the regular. Ain't know that was your. Like how my neck look like a chandelier. I mean, how my neck look like a chandelier. Drop 2,500 just on some gear. I don't. You know my pill. I'm 10 steps ahead, too far from the real. I slow, but I see that clear. Met above, only man that I feel. Leveled up, we in 2 different tiers. Not so much, it's in 2 different years. Yeah, I hide in my bag, now I'm gone. Ain't no way I can cap in my songs. Free new birds till they send them my home. Where I'm from, gotta keep you. All the hate, I don't condone. Smell it strong like a loan. In my zone, I can't pick up the phone. I'm grown. I may see you. You scream.
They're coming behind me.
Do you have a ratings goal at the end of the season?
I feel like that I could get into maybe to the 80s this year, maybe 90s that year after that. But my goal is just to keep steadily building. I think I was at a 76.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. The Chicago Bulls.
DA, thank you. Now, Golden State starting 5. Curry and Clay are the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Junior's out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Wiseman in at center. For Chicago, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Arkinen is out there with Vucevic, and it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year or midseason?
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP to start the season. You know? People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. That one is off. And the Bulls going the other way now. Want to keep rolling here and follow it. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home. Got to give the team some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out fast.
A shot by Thompson. No one's around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Thompson against Levine. And it's blocked by Cooper.
Great awareness on the defensive end. Junior relishes any chance he gets to rise up and block it.
Curry against White. Curry passes to Junior. And Vucevic pulls it down. For Chicago, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. And Levine throws it down.
More of a shooting than passing guard. White still able to find the open man. There's some highs and lows for Kobe White in his rookie season. But you can see the upside he possesses, Kevin. White can get hot and fill it up in a hurry.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Cooper and Junior throws it down.
Ooh, nice slam by Junior. I see you. It's always a morale booster to dunk. Just something about your hands clutching that rim.
And with White, how about a 23-point quarter early in his NBA career?
White's numbers were pretty bad overall. But
that huge quarter he had, the streaky shooting, you can see what lies ahead.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Zach LaVine. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You can clearly see Junior is still accustomed to fighting for every inch. Every game, every play, he's out here giving his absolute.
大概5点半吧。
Chicago's going with right now. Thaddeus Young.
好，那你要出去哦。
Daniel Tice comes in for
哦，我看到了，我看到了。
subbed in for
等下就是马丁。
Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green comes in for Wiseman, and Wiggins is subbed in for Klay Thompson. Warriors trail by 3. Passes to Cooper. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And not backing down from the physical defense. Junior embraces taking on these challenges.
The Bulls making a switch here. Aminu's checked in. Bulls have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And Satoransky kicks to Tice. Jacks up a 3. That's good.
看他妈的，我每个都会投3分呐，不要骗人。
Bazemore passes to Poole. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Cooper. Here's Poole. Just 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And good that time. 10 points for Junior.
He's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
And the pass to LaVine. Satoransky, the pass to LaVine. It's over Bazemore. Got it. Nice one there from LaVine. LaVine's got 10 points.
Credit to LaVine. Easy hoop right there. The total focus on his shot helped out.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and tried.
Markkanen finds White. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. White and LaVine team up in the backcourt. Vucevic is out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Brown at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Thompson inside the line. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 5 points in the game.
I mean, if you're Curry's teammate, this is what you have to do. Take advantage of the defender, reacting to him. I mean, he'll find you if you're open. I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that.
It's the 3-point bomb. And it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
White inside, guarded by Curry. LaVine deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. A wide open look for Vucevic.
呀，他妈的，每个中锋都会投3分哦！妈的，不要骗我！
Right back at you.
Talk about this great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Warriors.
No surprise to see the game's best shooter sink a 3 like that. Anything you can do, Curry can do better.
Feeds it to Vucevic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Satoransky's checked in for LaVine. Warriors leading by 6. Outside Curry. Here's Cooper. And Vucevic pulls it down.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway. Brown outside.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn you.
Oubre passes to Junior. Back to Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
I think Junior takes more pride in a pass like that than he does in scoring a bucket. I mean, that's the unselfish attitude that he brings to the court.
50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Brown.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Here's Cooper, and Junior throws it down.
Playing with so much confidence. When Junior finds his rhythm, he is a lot of fun to watch.
Down low. And Marketing throws it down.
To the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Poked away. It's stolen by Wiseman. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Yep, it counts. Curry's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
Be careful, and this is where Steph is near impossible to slow down. Open court in transition.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so that's the end of the first half. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Junior, and it's Wiseman in at the 5, down low. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcasting table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the 2 of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV. We saw it there.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Brown outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
He's not focused on the D on most possessions, but you can forget about him altogether.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And last year, Larry Marketing was asked to change his style of play a bit. He did more spot-up shooting for the team.
Yeah, and honestly, in my opinion, GA, it was a waste of what Marketing needed. This kid dunked on you inside.
Bulls shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. That one misses for Young.
And when you think about it, Thaddeus Young, he could be a thorn in the opposition side. He's just a great disruptor on defense. And he has long arms, good timing to get those deflections. His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
And Satoransky kicks to Brown. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Back to Curry. Pass to Cooper. And Junior throws it down.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Bulls trail by 7. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
So for the Bulls, Lowry Marketing comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Kobe White in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Wiseman's checked in for Golden State. Thompson comes in for Wiggins. Curry looking around. To the middle. Here's Junior, and he banks in the layup. Junior's got 16.
Well, when you play with Junior's level of desire, you simply do not go down easy.
To the inside. 3 seconds left, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. The Warriors on top. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Guys, good job hitting ahead. That means we're...
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Markkanen is out there with Troy Brown. Then it's White, and it's Vucevic, and it's Zedoramski in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Offensive rebound, and they pick up 2.
You gotta do more than that to stop Vucevic. So adept at fending off those types of challenges.
Thompson outside. Back to Curry. From deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Brown's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Down low. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Vucevic.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
Valentine's checked in for Chicago. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high-percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. And let's get an update on Zach LaVine's injury. David, any news there?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Chicago's head athletic trainer. He told me that he's having back spasms. They're giving him some painkillers as well as some ice. You don't want to hear this news as most teams are starting to hit their stride. So they're going to miss him while he's recovering from this injury. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
Yeah, but fortunately, we know he's in good hands. Hope to see him back on the court soon.
He's off on the first. Chicago making a switch here. LaVine's checked in, and the second free throw, good.
2-possession game now, but you always want to make them all in a close game.
Outside, Markkanen. Outside, LaVine for 3. Count it, and the Warriors.
妈，这种每个常人都会投3分呐！妈的，妈这样我也要投3分。
Quality stretch bigs are valued so highly. Markkanen fits right into the league's mold.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Count it, and with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
And there's no better feeling coming up nails when the stakes are high.
Oubre against Brown. Back to Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. this win such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
You scream, this Venus, I might tell a collar water on water, Katrina right there like it's tennis, no cap, 20,000 on the visa. I just put up with a diva, she bougie as they be leeching, they say that it's cheaper to keep her, it's cheaper to leave her. Italian linen, I'm clean as a priest. I need no features, no cap when I'm preaching these facts in your speech. Don't drink a bottle on the back of my sneakers. This on my own, just like Ace from the clean. Street, I still got Ace from the teacher. Stepped out on the floor, I had hate from the bleach. Rain the alarm, it was 2 minutes. I ship it off like a message. Time to heat this up, what's the temperature? For some reason, they all on my cellular. I can't lose, so don't be a competitor. With the 392s, not the Teslas. It's the habit hustling on the regular. Ain't know that was your... Like how my neck look like a chandelier. I mean, how my neck look like a chandelier. Drop 2,500 just on some gear. I don't... You know my pill. Since that's a head too far from the real. I slow, but I see that clear. Man above only man that I feel. Leveled up, we in 2 different tiers. Lost so much, it's in 2 different...
2万。
You're going to be playing with your My Player in the...
And that's Boyd Tower, perched high atop Telegraph Hill here in San Francisco. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then it's Morant, then it's Brooks, and it's Melton in at shooting guard. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Junior, and it's Wiseman in at the 5. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever. That's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
And the Grizzlies, they come in off a loss to the Utah Jazz.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
This is what we love about the NBA. Epic matchups almost every night. What other sport has that?
Pass to Brooks. That's tipped. Another shot. Here's Valanciunas. And finally they hit one.
That breaks their string of misses. Now 1 for 5. You can feel their sense of relief.
Pass to Junior. And Junior throws it down.
Textbook use of the pick and roll. Junior cutting with purpose after setting the screen. Nice.
Now let's go to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Taylor Jenkins.
Thanks, Kevin. I asked him which part of their offensive scheme they feel confident in, and he said, no surprise, outside shooting. He told me our guys can flat out kill it from deep, so we're going to try to get that dialed up early on. We will see, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Brooks against Oubre. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Five on the clock. A putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Curry passes to Cooper. Thompson in the corner. Oubre outside. To the paint. And Junior throws it down.
Good dish vision from Steph. But for that play to work, you also have to get open. Steph put it on the money.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Jackson. He's coming off a 19-point game against Utah.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They traveled to Memphis last time they faced the Grizzlies and came away with a win.
Well, last time out, they got the win.
And the Warriors with possession here. Cooper. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the tenacity of Junior's inside play goes right into the defender to get a foul and put the shot up.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. And so Allen will bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 10-point game, and that will conclude a 4-game road trip. They've got Wiggins. Junior's out there with Eric Pastor. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Toscano in at the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And it's blocked. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. The pass to Tillman. Pass to Melton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
So both teams changing it up here. Warriors leading by 6. Passes it to Wiseman. Oubre kicks to Wiseman. Thompson outside, shot from the wing, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Jackson against Cooper. Cooper against Jackson, 6 to shoot, and it's Brooks in the corner. Over Thompson. Brooks misses.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Bulls, was terrific. He finished with 17 points, and he was efficient out there, whether it was from the field or at the free throw line. A terrific all-around game for him. He really put an effort to fill it up out there and make a difference for his team. Kevin, back to you.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
That's what every player has control of, his level of activity.
Timeout.
It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Timeout called the Warriors. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the court, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. Anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having. And not backing down from the physical defense. Junior embraces taking on these challenges.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. And so here's Memphis, trailing by 13. Morant passes to Brooks. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kelly Oubre. And so it's It's the Golden State Warriors going into the break with a 10. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Morant, and it's Melton in at the 2. Pass to Jackson. The shot's good. Jackson's got 8 points.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Thompson outside. Outside Curry. Down low. Junior the pass to Wiseman. Lock at 6. To the paint. Cooper kicks to Thompson. Curry outside. No good on the shot. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Brooks outside. The pass to Valanciunas. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Outside Curry. It's over Morant. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Warriors lead by 12. The Grizzlies shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Pass to Brooks. 3-pointer. The Warriors pull it in. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Over Morant. Warriors getting another chance here. Wiseman with a wide open look. And the
傻小
good.
Wiseman 会投3分，
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Melton. Out to Brooks. This one for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Confident and relatively efficient from
干
3.
每一个外线，每一根中锋他妈空位3分都会进。
Golden State moving it around. Basket counts. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Morant passes to Brooks.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
And Junior throws it down.
Love how Junior makes himself available for his team, right where they need him for the big finish.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Here's Thompson. We know, Greg, the NBA is full of superstars, yet you can foul out of the game after 6 personal fouls, and some have suggested instead just tacking on an extra free throw when a player commits their 6-plus foul, and then they can stay in the game.
You know, I think something along those lines could make sense. No doubt it's tough to see the marquee player riding the bench because it's not just the 6th foul, right? In some coaches, you pick up 2 in the first quarter, you're done for the quarter. You pick up a 3rd in the second, you're done for the half.
Yes.
So I would like to see something, but I think it's got to also be fair. Maybe you get free throws and another possession. Maybe something along those lines might be in the best interest of the game.
Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiseman's out there with Junior, and it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
It's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Here's Melton. He's covered by Thompson. Outside for Jackson. And again, Memphis no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping form, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Junior throws it down.
Always in pursuit of the basketball. If you throw it up, Junior's looking to throw it down.
Jackson against Cooper. Jackson down low. Pass to Valanciunas. Now here's Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the three. They get it again. Here's Valanciunas. Tries yet again. He lays it in.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. The pass to Wiseman. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Memphis has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Now a timeout called by Memphis. And last season we saw the NBA All-Star Game introducing a target scorer, Greg, to end the game, and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Moran finds Brooks. Up top, Valanciunas. Pass to Brooks. The three. The rebound by Cooper. Cooper's got 8 rebounds in this game. Up top, Curry. Guarded by Morant. And stolen by Valanciunas. Morant against Curry. And it's Morant missing. Warriors leading by 23.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Junior.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Here's Cooper. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
What I love about Junior, he's got grit and tenacity. He's always looking for ways to improve.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Kicks it to Winslow. Bazemore grabs the miss. 32 seconds left in the game. To the middle. Passes to Toscano. To the inside. Golden State moving it around. 4 on the shot clock. There's the three. Warriors the rebound. Looney kicks it to Bazemore. To the middle. Pass to Looney. To the paint. Here's Cooper. It's rebounded by Memphis.
So we
see the Warriors taking the game here. It's a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David...
Ocean.